got a dream, you got to protect it. And if you want something, go get it. Period. I believe that the most important, most challenging, and most empowering experiences in all of our lives are the universal experiences. The birth of a child, a graduation, a wedding, a new job or business opportunity, a new home, the loss of a loved one. Those are the universal experiences that create a family called humanity. I've wondered so many times, how did my mother know to say to me every day, son, you can do or be anything? That's the greatest gift I ever got in my life. That was permission to dream. Because if you can do or be anything, all this other stuff will come. My mother said to me, son, you can do or be anything. That was the generational transfer of a dream. It is you and your responsibility, you and your opportunity to create the life that you want for you and your family. I will never forget being a young guy getting ready to watch a college basketball game. It's the college basketball championship game, and the school has come out of nowhere to challenge my favorite team. The announcer is hyping this game and talking about all the money some of these players were going to make simply because they could run and jump and shoot a ball. And I said, talking to the television, I said, wow, man, one day that guy's gonna make $1 million. Mama heard me say it and she said, son, you know what? If you want to, one day you can make $1 million. Whoa. Until she said those words, the thought never entered my mind. But after she said them, the thought never left my mind. Moms went on to say the most remarkable thing, which was, baby, if you want to make the team, go to the gym. But if you want to own the team, go to the library. 3 years ago, I failed in an attempt to buy a professional basketball team. I put together a group of investors, and we bid $700 million to buy the Atlanta Hawks of the National Basketball Association. At that point in time, that was the second highest price ever offered for an NBA franchise. $700 million. The idea was to buy that team and move it to Vegas. $700 million and lost. But that's okay. You know why? Because that was practice. Quincy Jones once told me the best singing he ever heard was Michael Jackson at practice. Phil Jackson once said the best basketball he ever saw was Michael Jordan at practice. I like practice. Whatever you're going to do with your life, you should seek to become the best at it. I believe his exact words were, if you're going to be a garbage man, you should seek to become the best garbage man and sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry. And right there, I made the second most important decision that I ever made in my life. That decision was, I'm going to become world class at whatever I do with my life. Not good at it, not pretty good at it, but world class at it. And let's define world class and keep it simple. Right now, whatever business or industry that you're in, or business or industry that you aspire to be in, there's a conversation going on right now, and the question has come up, who's the best in the business? Somebody ought to say your name. Same conversation, same question. Who's the best in the business? If nobody says your name, then you got work to do. Same conversation, same question. Who's the best in the business? If nobody says your name and you don't care, get out of the business. You'll never be any good. But the ultimate validation in that scenario, the ultimate validation is when that question comes up, who's the best in the business, the ultimate validation is when somebody who does not like you says your name. When the people who would not take your phone calls are now hoping that you'll return their calls. When the folks who would not hire you yesterday cannot afford you today. That's when you know. You know when I knew? I don't, but I'm working on it every single day. In order to become world-class at something, I had to find that one thing that turned me on as much as the music did. That one thing, that's what every entrepreneur wants. What is that one thing that the sun cannot come up soon enough in the morning because you want to go and do your thing? I think one of the most important things that I can share with you today, especially young, aspiring entrepreneurs, because of globalization and technology, the people that you're competing with, they are not in charge of. Because of globalization and technology, the people that you're competing with are not in the UAE. Because of globalization and technology, the people that you're competing with are someplace all around the world. And they are grinding every single day. One of the most important things I believe I can share with you right now is while you are off being young, enjoying yourselves, as you are perfectly entitled to do, you've got to know this. The people that you're competing with are someplace studying, practicing, networking, rehearsing, researching, and that's going to make the difference between who signs the front of the check and who signs the back of the check. Another very important thing that I believe I can share with you as a young, aspiring entrepreneur, you got to ask yourself every single day, what am I doing with my time? Time is the ultimate asset. You can make money, you can lose money, you cannot make time. Time is the ultimate asset, and you've got to manage it and be aware of it at all times. In this time of stress, turmoil, fear, anger, in this world right now, globally, maybe this is our opportunity to create a new definition and a new universal vision of success and happiness. A new universal dream. A universal dream where the focus is on empowerment, not entitlement. A universal dream that says what you do does not define who you are. A universal dream that says achieving balance in your life is just as important as the balance in your checking account. A new universal dream that says I will no longer confuse my net worth with my self-worth. A new universal dream that says what things, stuff, and toys are fine, they are not necessary in order for me to be happy. A new universal dream. And I will submit to you, as you choose to define this new universal dream, it must have three components. It's got to have a backbone, a cornerstone, and a bedrock. And you know what that is? Permission to dream. My point is this. Where could you be in 10 or 12 years? Where would you like to be? And just as importantly, what are you doing right now today to get there? That's where it all starts, right there. Permission to dream. My mother saying to me every day, son, you can do or be anything. That was permission to dream.